October 31st, 2016. We are at FLI Islamabad. I am getting this opportunity to record the interview of Mr. Talibjan Al-Sindhi, who is a language-based researcher, writer and activist from Indus Koistani, KP, Pakistan. So my first question is, keeping in view the more than a decade long research, advocacy and activism experience for MTB MLE, how important is MTB MLE program in Pakistan?
This is indeed a very good question because at the present about 25 million children are out of schools, and the government at federal and provincial level they are making every possible effort to bring those children back to the schools, and every year two such campaigns are being launched in Pakistan for bringing those children back to the school. The foremost reason that has already been proved from empirical research, that one of the few reasons why these children are out of schools is the lack of opportunities for MTB MLE program in Pakistan. And there are, in terms of dropout rates, Pakistan stands on position number 1 in our developing countries. And when the research is taken for knowing the reasons of such dropout high rates in Pakistan, the foremost thing again comes the lack of opportunity for mother tongue based multilingual education in Pakistan. And unfortunately, over the past few decades, such opportunities have not been created by the governments, neither on federal level nor on provincial level. And that is the reason these 25 million kids are out of school. Now, one of the other reasons is the lack of awareness and interest on part of parents. They want their children to be educated in English language instead of the local languages. And also the importance, when it comes to the importance of the mother tongue based multilingual education, it is very much easy to for the parents to help their children when they are getting education in their own mother tongue. And the research shows that the first 8 years life of any child, it is very much important for a child to develop his mental and brain capacity. And when the education is being provided in mother tongue of the child, this mental capacity and brain capacity, it improves. Also, one of other benefits of the mother tongue based multilingual education is the better performance in other languages. It means that when mother tongue based multilingual education is provided to the children, it improves the capacity, mental and brain capacity of the child to perform betterly in other languages in terms of acquiring the language as well as in terms of getting better education. So these are the few important reasons for which the mother tongue multilingual education, we believe, is vitally important for the children, at least in the primary level. Yes.
So my second question is, could you please briefly comment on APS, where MTB MLE approach is being implemented in Indus Koistani language, which is an Indo-Aryan language?
Yes, we had started this program back in April 2014, and 2 years of successful early pre-primary education has been already imparted to the students, and we are lucky that we have graduated 10 students who have completed their first 2 years pre-primary education at APS, and they have got admission in other private schools after getting their early education at APS. And I would like to share that out of these 10 students, 4 have got admission in class 1, 4 have got admission in class 2, and 2 students they have directly got admitted to class 3 in the private schools in the area, where they have they appeared in a proper test arranged by those schools, and their performance enabled them to skip few classes, and they went to class 2 and class 3. So this is a successful story of our program of MTB MLE in Indus-Koistani language at APS. Currently we have at APS 29 students, out of which 17 are in class 1 and 12 are in class 2. Out of these total strength, there are 18 boys and 11 girls. They are being unanimously and collectively being educated at APS. The area where we have started this MLE program has no any other education facility, either being supported by government or being supported by any private sector. And this is the first time that we have, in this facility, there is a co-education program where both boys and girls are together. They are getting education in a very conducive environment in their own mother tongue, having the curriculum developed in their own mother tongue, while taking the material from their immediate surrounding, easy to learn, easy to pick, and easy to read, write, and speak. So this is the first time where we have co-education program in Koistan, like conservative and strict kind of situation, where there are always people keep both the sexes away from each other, even in the early childhood age. And I'm glad to tell you that we have got great appreciation from community for better care, brought up of children, and having focus on moral education. Yes.
So my third question is, what kind of issues and problems are being faced by your team in implementing approach in your community, and implementing MTB MLE approach in your community?
This is indeed a very good question. We had a lot of problems initially, because this was MTB MLE was a new approach, and there is no trend, even no trend in Pakistan regarding the MTB MLE approach. People are trying to educate their children in modern English medium schools, having a high. They think that they have very high standard of education. So initially we had the lack of interest from the parents, but our strong team mobilization enabled us to get the favor from the community. We got the registration from the community, and now they are involved in the school management committee, SMC. We have our monthly gathering, and people come, the parents come and sit with us, and they have their own ideas to share. They pinpoint our weaknesses, they appreciate our strengths. So now, after long journey towards this approach, we have convinced the local community how much MTB MLE approach is important for their children. Poverty and least consideration from the parents. It is indeed, poverty is again a big question now, and people, because in our approach we are trying to generate the income, and therefore we have placed minimal fee per children, rupees 100, and the orphans are exempted, the poorest of the poor are exempted, but those who can afford, they give us 100 rupees. This is just to create the ownership of education among the parents. So in these in this program now we are facing a problem like lack of proper enough funding to train or staff members to start their on job trainings from time to time to build their capacity for better performance. We have a lack of funds for equipping the institution, for providing a very better and conducive environment for the children, supported by audio visual aids, so that they could have a very conducive learning environment, an attractive learning environment amidst of other private schools surrounded in the surrounding of APS. And we believe if we are able to generate more funds, we want to replicate this model after strengthening it to other areas where there are greater needs for having such model schools. Yes.
So my fourth question is, what would be your message for all those who are associated with MTB MLE approach one way or the other?
Yes, I would like to say that we need coordinated efforts in terms of advocacy campaigns, lobbying with public and private stakeholders, so that we could be able to create awareness at least on provincial level among the stakeholders, so that this approach could be taken up on the national or provincial level by public stakeholders. And I would say a strong research team is highly needed for this purpose to achieve, and we need to broaden our scope of activities to other areas where we feel greater needs are there, in the nooks and corners of the minority languages where these languages are spoken. And I am really thankful to the IPN team, the APS team, for for showing their commitment to make this a very success story. And I would also extend my gratitude and thanks to Mr. Daniel Halberg and Mrs. Halberg for their consistent support in making this a success story, and for all those brains and hands behind APS and IPN who are struggling to make a positive change in the society through APS and IPN. And I would say, and the last but not the least, together we can and together we must make a difference. Thank you.